pushing the Americans to go and attack Iran. And till about 3 days back, we were told that the Saudis were against this kind of an operation, and their chowkidars, the Pakistanis, have been, wondering which side they need to roll on. Whether they should be backing the Saudis, from whom they get money, or they should give wind to their jihadist and Islamist pretensions and side with Iran. So I can understand the predicament of the Pakistanis. But I think because this is the Middle East, there are just wheels within wheels within wheels. And how the Iranian system now, evolves, how it kind of adjusts to this new reality, whether they will decide that it is better to be somewhat more pragmatic, or they will take to, that old Shiite martyrdom concept that, we will sacrifice our whole self. It's like Imam Hassan and Hussein, the entire Karbala episode, where a small group of people decided to stand up against a much bigger force, and the legend that follows, that's all in the Shiite tradition. Are they going to take to that course, or will they take to a somewhat more pragmatic, more transactional?
Absolutely, and I think that's really the moot point. Sushant, Sareen, just stay on, stay on with me, because there's some breaking news coming in, and that news suggests that Iran is vowing revenge, to avenge these strikes. We're seeing all sorts of video, which we're not putting out right now, viewers, of a strike in Tel Aviv, of what looks like a hypersonic missile. And there are individuals on X that have flagged this video, suggesting that this was an Iranian projectile. Now, we're not being able to confirm those pictures, but it's quite clear that in its death throes, this Iranian regime is going to break all norms and even target those states that were actually interlocuting on its behalf. So we're seeing attacks on the UAE, we're seeing attacks on other Gulf Emirates, and this is creating a backlash where Iran itself is being isolated by those that could most probably have at least interlocuted on its behalf. So clearly, this is now a regime that is underlining its threat to wider humanity. The Burj Khalifa, and we can show you those pictures, was harried by a drone, and those pictures have gone viral. That was overnight. That was sometime overnight when that happened, perhaps at the time when Khamenei was eliminated. It was certainly dark, and I just want to bring in Siddhant also for the latest updates. Let's try to bring those pictures in of the Burj Khalifa being hit. That's the symbol, viewers, of Dubai's attempt at progressivism and attempt to emerge from a monoculture. And that itself is being targeted, which tells you that those are the pictures. That's the picture I'm talking about. If we can just open the screen a little bit more, we can see those pictures, and you can see that drone circling around and then hitting the face of the Burj Khalifa. So very clearly, viewers, this is now an Iranian regime that has got its backs to the wall, is going to stop at nothing. And I'm going to ask my colleague here, our VJ, to come in and show us with this